Good morning, Tigers. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020, and this is your guided reading class. We are on lesson 19, day 2. This will be our last day for our book, Snakes. Did you enjoy the book? I know some of you love reptiles and other animals that are similar. I know for teacher, this is one of my harder books to read because every page gives me the willies, the EBGBs, the shivers, the goosebumps. Eee! All right, this is what you'll need for your class today. You will need your book Snakes, eraser, marker, whiteboard. You are also going to need your writing journal and a pencil. So let me grab that too. Sorry for not having that immediately. That and a pencil. And then you'll be ready for class today. I'll give you a moment to make sure you have all your supplies sitting off to the side at your table. And then we're going to begin with our whiteboards. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Let's put our journals off to the side, our book off to the side, and let's get warmed up with some good old magic rhymes. Today, we have 2 magic rhymes. The AY magic rhyme that says A, and the OLD magic rhyme that says old. Let's say each magic rhyme 3 times. A, old, old, old. Again, please. A, old, old, old. Good. Let's review some of the word endings that we can add to our words in first grade. I'll say the letter name, and then I'm going to say the sound that it can make. Please be like a parrot. Listen first, and then repeat after me. S, ed, ed, d, t. ing, ing. est, est. I. L. Good job, friends. All right. We're going to be making some words today on your board. Go ahead at the top and write AY and OLD. You're going to make your lists down below today. All right, the very first word is the word play. Pull A. Good. The next word is cold. Cold. I'm sorry. The next word is cold est. What ending do you hear at the end of cold est? Did you say EST? You're right. Let's write coldest. Excellent. Next word, playing. If this is play, what ending do you hear at the end of playing? Good, ing. The next word, stay. Stay. And the next word, stayed. If this word is stay, which ending do I add to make the word stayed? Yes, ed. Here we go. The next word, sold. Good. The next word, folding. Yes, do you hear the fold in folding? Fold-ing. Next word, cold-er. Cold-er. Good. Go ahead and put your cap on your marker. Let's review our word list. Let's start with the A magic rhyme. Ready? Please read the words with me. Play, playing, stay, stayed. Now let's do our old magic rhyme. Here we go. Cold, coldest, sold, folding, colder. Nice job, Tigers. All right, you may erase your boards. And we will move on to our book. In our book today, Snakes, we're asking and answering questions. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Teacher calls those the W questions. Almost all of them start with the letter W except for how, which starts with an H. So I call those the 5 W question words. Who, what, when, where, why. Let's review some sight words before we do our reading today. The first word is why, W-H-Y. Can you write this word on your table with your finger? Here we go. W-H-Y. Again, W-H-Y. Please put the word why into a sentence. Good. The next sight word for a review is would. W-O-U-L-D. That's another question word. Would you like some ice cream? Let's write the word would on the table. W, spell it with me. O-U-L-D. Good. One more time. Spell it with me. W-O-U-L-D. Good. And our last sight word for review is the word there. T-H-E-I-R. There. Let's spell it 2 times. T-H-E-I-R. Again. T-H-E-I-R. Very good. Please put the word would into a sentence for me. I'm listening. Okay. Please put the word there into a sentence. I'm listening. Very good. All right. Let's go ahead and read our book. Teacher's going to have you read it to yourself today. So please, when I say it's time, please pause the video and read the book to yourself and then come back for our journal writing time. Please pause the video now and read your book, The Snakes. All right, welcome back. Hopefully you have read your book, The Snakes. If you have not, then I'd like you to pause your video and do that now. If you have already read it, let's move on. I want us to practice asking some questions about the book that you have just read. Let's open it up to page 2 and 3. What question could you ask about this page? I'm thinking of the question word what. If I had to start a question with the word what, maybe I could say this. What kind of animal is a snake? What's the answer, tigers? Snakes are what? Reptiles. Good. So I asked a question with the word what at the beginning. Let's turn to the next page. Now let's ask a question with the word that starts with the word how about how? Look at this page and do some reading and think of a how question. Go. I'm listening. All right. Did you think of a question that starts with the word how? Maybe you could ask, how do snakes move? And there's the answer. How do snakes move? All right, let's move on. Let's go to the next page, pages 6 and 7. Let's use the word, we did what, how. Let's do where. W-H-E-R-E is our next question. Can you think of a question you could start with the word where on this page? Go ahead. Do your reading, do your thinking. I'm listening. All right. You could ask, where do snakes like to hide? And the answer is in trees and grass, right? Are you starting to get the hang of this, how to ask questions? Okay, let's come to page 8 and 9. Let's use the word why. Using the word why to start your question, read this page and tell me a good question that starts with the word why. Okay, could you ask the question, why is it hard to tell if a snake is poisonous? You could ask that question. It matches the information on this book. Why is it hard to tell if a snake is poisonous? The answer could be because there are not certain markings on snakes that tell us that they are or are not poisonous. For example, just because a snake is red does not mean it's always poisonous. Or just because a snake is large doesn't always mean it's poisonous. So you can't tell if a snake is poisonous just because it looks a certain way or has certain markings, because every snake is different, isn't it? Let's turn to page 10 and 11. All right. Now I want you to ask a question on this page that starts with the word who. Okay? You could ask the question, who does a snake bite with its fangs? And the answer would be its prey, right? There's an example of that. All right, let's go to this page 12 and 13. On this page, we're going to start our question with when. Our last question word, when. Using the word when to start your sentence, I want you to read this page and think of a question you can ask using the word when. All right, did you think of a question? Maybe you could ask, when are you most likely to see a snake on a rock? When? And the answer would be maybe when it's sunny and warm outside, or in the middle of the day, or in the middle of a sunny day. When are you most likely to see a snake on a rock? So we've just gone through most of the book here and did some examples of our 5 question words, including 6, including the word how, and how we can practice making questions with information from the book. That's what we're going to be doing today, Tigers, with our writing journal. So if you take out your writing journal and turn it to your next open page, that's what we will be doing today for journal time. You're going to want to get out your pencil, and we're going to be using these 6 words, what, how, where, why, who, and when, to help build our sentences that we are going to be writing, okay? I would encourage you to come to the glossary, not only choose a question word, but choose a word from the glossary, either camouflage, fang, read them after me, prey, scales, or venom. Choose a word and choose a question word and form a question that you can write. I would like you to do this 2 times. So you're going to have 2 questions, 2 sentences, obviously, 2 different words from the glossary. Write 2 questions using the question word and a word from the glossary, and write a question you could make for this book. When you get done, friends, please do your drawing, your writing, your coloring, and show it to Mom and Dad. I'd like them to check your work. They should be looking for every question starts with a capital letter, the correct punctuation and spaces between your words. All right, Tigers, good luck on your journal today. Bye-bye.